this is my video for my final project for this class. Uh, for my project, I made a website called Websketch, and it has 6 pages. Yeah, it has 6 pages. Um, the first thing that you open up to is the home page, which just says "Welcome to Websketch," and first thing you do is sign up. So I could do that, and then sign up. And then I can log in using those same credentials. If I use the wrong ones, let's just say I do that, it's not going to work. But if I do this and log in, it says it was successful and it will take me to my account settings. Okay. Um, and here in the account settings, there's the general tab, which just shows the general user information. And then there's security. And here's where you can change your information. So that's at Gmail, and then a phone number, and then name. Uh, Here you can choose what notifications you want. The notifications don't function because that would require a server to go back to, and it's not a fully functioning website yet, so there's nothing to really notify people about. So yeah, here's the notifications. You can check all those, and then the settings. I don't have a dark theme set up yet, but there is the option for a dark theme, and then you can set your account to public or private. Again, not a fully functioning website, so other people can't see it anyways. And then here you can type in what language you speak. In the future, it'll be a drop down once I get translations through. And here you can see that it did input all the information that I put in through the different settings. And then over here in the corner in the right hand, you can see that I have a little um, logo. And for that, that is how you open up the navigation bar. And here you can go to the About, which in the About section, it just says what the website is and my future plans for it, who I am, just that sort of thing. And then there's the help page. This is for just general questions, like how do you draw on the canvas? How do you save your work? Can you change your account information? And then you can go to works, and here you can press create new work, and this brings you to the canvas. On the canvas, you're able to draw, change the color of the tool to pretty much anything. There's the line tool, square tool, text tool, and then you can also select and move things around. And there's undo and redo. There's a pan, which can be done through either the scrolling on the mouse wheel or clicking and dragging with the mouse wheel. And you can zoom in, which for that, it is bracket and the mouse wheel, because when I tried to do shift or control, it would mess with my browser settings. So yeah, bracket and the mouse wheel, that lets you zoom in and out, or you can go down here into the bottom left corner, and that lets you zoom in and out as well. And if you press the percentage itself, it'll reset it to its original size. And down here is also more options for undo or redo if you can't do the buttons. There is a layer system. It doesn't fully function yet. The different strokes are tied to the layers. It's just a matter of getting it so that when you're on a certain layer, it won't affect the strokes on the other layers. And you can delete the layers. And then you can also save. or export. And once you save, you can go back to your works, and there is a reopen function that doesn't work. It just takes you back to the canvas, but it's blank, or you can delete it. And that is the website. To get to it, you can go through the link that's going to be in the description, or you can save the code from my repository. I did have to use a few different frameworks. I had to use, here, I'll even pull it up. So I used Node.js, React.js, Rough.js, and Perfect Freehand. That's just because when I first tried to do it with just normal JavaScript, it wasn't giving me exactly what I wanted. Like the Perfect Freehand, that helps. So then it adds a different width to the strokes, whereas with normal JavaScript, you can't do that with a mouse unless you want to do a lot more coding. And I was trying to get it to work with a stylus. It wasn't working with a stylus. So I'll try again in the future, but for right now, I'm just going with these four. And then I also plan on adding a fill bucket, lasso tool, erase tool, just general tools that are used on different drawing apps. And yeah, that's it.